Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where some people have been asking for an update on space. How's space doing? So, yeah, I do have a couple interesting things to share, and I can't talk about too terribly much, but I did at least want to dig into it a little bit because if you've been following space at all, you know that Blue Origin has been doing a lot of space related activities where they, in a commercial sense, bring high profile passengers up into quote unquote space. And this is an interesting one to me because the industry, NASA in particular, has fairly strong opinions about this. Obviously, it's good that more people are investing in space and that hopefully technology gets pushed forward as a result of trying to capitalize on space. There's a pro and a con about that, of course, right? Because, oh, buddy, the last thing we want is space becoming another capitalist centerfold of whatever they're working on. But regardless, so Blue Origin's working on that, and some folks at NASA have mentioned to me, and I'm not going to cite names or anything, certainly not. But in talking, it's kind of interesting that they never actually get into a low Earth orbit in the Blue Origin flight arc. It's really just a single parabolic arc. And that's interesting because most people in the industry, I'll clarify, wouldn't even call it making anyone an astronaut. It doesn't actually qualify as being quote unquote in space because you're in a hyperbolic trajectory that intersects with the planet. It's an impact trajectory, right? You're not actually in orbit at all. And so a lot of people, they have this notion that space is quote unquote only 100 kilometers away, but it's actually a lot farther away in velocity space, not in position space. So sure, physically it's only 100 kilometers away, but you need to be going a lot faster. So for instance, like you need to be getting into Mach 24 in order to actually get to an orbital trajectory. And it's kind of interesting. So, in general, I would say that the space industry does not really believe that Blue Origin has done space based activities at this stage, at least from their passenger commercial sense. But it's an interesting little tidbit. Anyway, that's enough update on space today. I don't want to take this whole intro on that. This is a regular old run of Monster Train. I have to check real quick, make sure nothing's turned on. Seems okay. We're just playing on the win streak, so nothing fancy there. Our previous run, as you can see here, was with Primordium. It was, let's see, I found a big sludge and I put that inside of a paraffin thug, made two of them, and then just kind of went mad with power on that. We earned a lot of cash. Basically, every single enemy from, what was it, Ring 2 onward was killed by either the Pyre or Paraffin Thug. So we made a lot of money in that run. Pretty excellent. Definitely wins without much concern. We had 50, 60 stealth in the end. Did enough damage, had trample, had enough hits. Nothing really wrong there, nothing to worry about. So that brings us to a 97 on my personal win streak and 53 on the series. Very exciting. We are moving on to what I consider a fairly straightforward champion here, Little Fade. I think that she's difficult to learn, but at the same time, very consistent once you get there. So I have pretty high hopes for this one. Can't really imagine messing this one up somehow. But hey, before I get too cocky and say that and then get betrayed and lose, let's just kind of move on with that. We are really close to the end. If I succeed, I'm 3 out. It's Fade, Echo Right, and then Prince one more time. So hopefully I do not choke. That would suck. It would really suck to be this close and then just whiff it on something like that, but we will see. We will persevere nonetheless. And that's really all I've got for you today. Nothing too crazy. I did want to actually briefly mention I'm getting to the point where the Cursed Seeds list is a little bit short. This doesn't mean we're going to drop any episodes in the near term. I have enough backlog recorded for the next several weeks. Not in several's too many. The next few weeks probably is what's accurate there. But if anyone does have any runs that they play of Monster Train at Covenant 25 and they're interested in seeing me run them if they're, for whatever reason, a loss and you're not sure what to do, just send me a link to that run. It's with a 3-word combo, and I will play it for you on the series. So just figured I'd chime in with that. And that is all I've got for you. So it's Fade Random 25, no mutators. I think that's all I've got for you. So let's go ahead and send it. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go. Oh, buddy, here I go playing Umbra again. You play Melting when you're Umbra, you play Umbra when you're Melting. The game just really wants me to play Umbra. And it's not even the good one. The good one, quote unquote. I would have loved Plinks here, right? It kills enemies, but instead I just get morsels. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm having a pretty decent one. I'm having a really, really dense pumpkin spice smoothie that I got from a local shop. It's good, but man, it's taken me hours to get through this. It's going to be a while before I finish it yet. It is dense, made with real pumpkins. And the quote-unquote pumpkin spice is like legitimate cardamom and clove and such. So, I don't know. We'll see if I make it through it today, but I think I should. Regardless, let's talk Monster Train. We are Exile, Melting with default Umbra. Womp womp. Very sad. We're facing down Rage Talos, Cursefell, and Patient Seraph with Purifying Cleanse, Space Prism, and Wicked Blaze. Now, that said, Patient is potentially concerning. This is a really good Firelight start because I can use Firelight to chump block. Let's see, I have good Reform density. I have good extra burnout here for the random unit. This is a really strong Firelight run. I think that spikes will be really rough here. If we are shown anything spikes-wise, I don't want Icarus. If we're shown spikes and Eternal Flame, I click Eternal Flame, basically. Yeah, as always, we're going to look at the Forge first. I have an idea of what I want here. Firelight, Little Icarus, we go Firelight, as before. Cool. It's kind of the direction I was hoping to go. I think this works out pretty well for us. I have Space Prisms, pretty solid. Conscription Notice is exceptional here. I love to see it here. It's a lot of extra stats. It'll clean up the early game. It lets us be more aggressive than I normally could be here, which I think is hugely valuable. Yes. Also, Rationing Scales is not bad here, but Conscription Notice is excellent. Money. We do see a good lineup on the Remnant banner on Ring 2. It's with the Steel Shop and a Temple. I'm trying to imagine what we do. Maybe we see a unit draft from Ring 1. And then maybe something good from this Remnant banner. We can have fun with that. Ring 3 has another Remnant banner Steel Shop. It's a pretty good lineup. Hopefully I see a draft. With this start, I almost exclusively ignore Umbra to the best of my ability. Yeah. Ring 4 kind of sucks, but we do see a magic shop with a removal of Vortex, as it were. In general, I think you should play it very cool with Fade in the early game. You have a lot of risk involved. The Conscription Notice gives me some confidence here. I could take a trial that I might normally skip. It's true. It's interesting because there are a lot of things that Conscription Notice could pop for me that are really strong, and some that are kind of middling. And it's really going to depend on what it shows me as to what I can reasonably do on this run. I think I'm going to take... It's tough. I think I'm going to take the money here. We're gonna play a little more aggressively than I normally would because of Conscription Notice. Mark of Invasion should be fine, actually, right? No problems. I'll trade a couple hits here and there, but we're okay with that. We can use Shade Splitters to mess things up, right? In a good way. Oh yeah, Icy Silliphite makes this very clean, actually. That's huge. That's huge value. You can do things with Shade Splitters by making them tank here. You have to be careful not to let them die, but let's at least look. Okay, if there had been a health morsel here, I think I could have chumped with it. Instead, we do Train Steward and a morsel here, and I do not get this other morsel killed for obvious reasons. We missed the Collector, sadly. I will heal our Cold Kalia and play Little Fade. Perfect lineup here. Take the Morsel into Cold Kalia. Excellent. Sad. If this Collector had gone top, it would have been better, but it's fine. I would have always played top here regardless, so... Cool. Space Prism. I will Wicked Blaze this. There's no reason not to. I don't need to reform more than one unit. Put in Fade. And I will put in an extra Train Steward, I believe. I may as well, right? I have the space for it. Yeah. And now, with any luck... Oh, good. Fade burns out. Excellent. Now we clean this up. All I need is burnout on the Scylla fight, and we're fine here. Cool. Yeah, this thing solos the combat. So, good. Go team. Very cool. Good reforms, by the way. Just really good lineup on these. I will put some burnout into the middle Train Steward here. We lose our back man. I don't really care. It's fine. Yeah, it's easy. Super easy, actually. Thanks, Icy Cellophite Sweeper from a Conscription notice. Very cool. Draft, we click Draft. The other one's worth contemplating here. That was a Molded, which I do love in this combo, or just with Fade in general, but it's impossible to skip Draft when you have Firelight. It's just good. Let's see, Gem Trove, Immortal Trade. Immortal Trade is a really good card here. One of the few that I might click randomly because it heals up the unit in your second slot, which does matter. Gem Trove is way out there. Perils, I won't need it. We have Firelight. We click Immortal Trade. It's good. All right, now show me, I don't know, Paraffin Enforcer or something. Endless, 25, interesting choices. Paraffin Enforcer, yeah, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Now, you could argue both ways here, right? You could argue Paraffin Enforcer into Draft, or you could argue Draft into Paraffin Enforcer. I'm going to be real with you. I personally believe pretty strongly in infusing the Draft in this run, right? So do Paraffin Enforcer infusion into Draft. Few reasons for that. One, there's a plus 25 in the shop, which is one of the ideal upgrades here. Cool. 2, Burnout 3 is pretty comfortable. And 3, we can fit more in the floor. 4, I have the Conscription notice to face tank the early waves while I wait for this and to punch the enemies. I think this is good. We can eventually just remove a million things and do fine. Cool. I will take that now, by the way. There's no reason to wait on that. It's very strong to get this. Let's see. Multi-strike is ideal on that. I will reroll this for the multi-strike hit. We miss it. I will remove 2 Train Stewards here. The early money removals are huge value. Yeah, these Train Stewards are curses. We cannot take them. You could argue for plus 25, plus 25 here. That's a lot of life to give this man. It's pretty solid, honestly. We don't have to make that decision now because we're going to this other Merchant of Steel on the next floor. I already have my line. I don't need any of these other cards. Cool, we move on. This dude's going to be pumped. I don't even need a unit draft. I almost instinctively clicked this because I feel strong enough, but I just don't need this, right? Huh. Weird. I actually shouldn't take this risk, right? There's no reason to. Yeah. Absolutely no reason to. There's no unit that could show me that I would take here. Even something like Bounty Stalker here is irrelevant. I have a winning line. There's no reason to do anything else. I just remove cards. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's not even worth the risk of the 10 gold here, right? I mean, our turn 1 is outrageous here, right? Wow, yeah. I could legitimately play bottom. How do we punch through? Let me see. So Faye dies immediately. We get 30 damage on the draft. He hits and gives himself burnout. I think I'd like to wait. we're fine if I put this top floor here. The Animus of Speed does help. I was a little concerned about what we were going to draw into. We're super kosher here. It doesn't matter that I put the Animus of Speed in the middle, by the way. It's quick, so it doesn't super do anything. Again, missing the Collector. Feels pretty bad there. I should be careful with these morsels. I don't want to feed HP into Fade. Yeah, alright, we'll stop. Shame. It's okay. Cleans the top floor up. Very cool. We can play morsels here because they both get stats and they pump up our dude since Fade is dead. Cool. Alright, we see the primitive mold, which is the most important thing here. I need to heal both units, extending their burnouts. I should put in a train steward here. Or honestly, I should put in both, right? It's worth it. Yeah. Cool. Reform. Fade. Sure. Put it up top. Cool. Not much required here. You could reasonably take this Immortal trade. I don't think I need it, though. If I take this Immortal trade up top, I can't play a card next turn, and I think I'd like to be able to... reform a Primitive Mold on one of these Train Stewards, maybe? Do I even care? Does this win? 68 damage, Animus of Speed here? She just chunks out everything? Yeah, I mean, she wins. We're fine, actually. It's just fine. She just wins. Yeah, cool. Go team. Yeah, this is easy mode. Easy. Wicklash, good. Resin removal. Extenders are always good. Having a third one is not a bad idea, especially with multi-strike. I'll take Wicklash here. That's a solid pickup. Prismal Dust. Probably decent. I don't need to take too many cards. It's either this or... where is it? Mind Collapse is pretty solid here for killing a random backline. I think I probably do want Prismal Dust or Patient, so I should respect. Yeah, fine. Cool. I'm gonna go... left is not that juicy here. If I go to the right, I just get another draft, which is fine, I think. I'm vaguely thinking... huh. Another one is just really solid here. Sure, actually. I'll go to the right and take that. Yeah, Shadow Eater, no thanks. I will look at the Cavern first. -2. I mean, again, it's okay. Intrinsic Space Prism is not bad. I don't need all my space right away, though. I think I can wait. And I want to spend as many pack shards as possible duping these drafts. Let's go ahead and look into Caverns real quick, see if I see anything fun. Purge a spell, purge a unit. These are weird upgrades, right? I don't want these. I guess I should purge a Train Steward just so that I don't have to look at it for a while. It's okay. I could purge a Shade Splitter for the same reason. It might return and give me money, right? That's actually not terrible, I suppose. And then I just keep it for money. Okay. You might be thinking do something with like Wicked Blaze, but the density of reforms is actually really important here, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll kill a Shade Splitter, sure. Why not, man? Why not? Alright, and then we just dupe this Paraffin Enforcer and go to 50 right now, and it's fine. I don't want anything from that temple. Stay as low as possible while deriving value. This will be strong. Yeah, turn 1. Good. Really good, actually. I will take the Ember Drain up top. What do we get? Cold Kalia. Sign me up. We put her in the back. I'll give the Burnout to Draft Friend. Leave the Train Stewards out. Come up top, Bell. Ah, you coward. Keep the burnout going on middle here. And I will just drop one Prismal Dust on this draft. Why not? Get it out of the deck. Let's see. Lots of random stuff. Extend the burnout on the Colt Kalia here. Shade Splitter. I will take the Rubble Morsel. Cool. Pretty cool. Should clobber basically everything. We have an extremely strong line. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Fade comes in. I can put the surviving draft with more HP in front now. And then take some Shade Splitters. This is good value because these Shade Splitters both hit, but also power up this draft. Like this lifesteal, as it were, goes into this draft, giving him a solid next turn. So really good overall. Good reform densities here. Like to see it. Doesn't matter how I reform phase, so I may as well take stats. There's no reason not to. What am I wanting to play next turn? Just Purifying Cleanses if I draw them? I don't think I need to play this Mortal Trade yet. We have the front one is going to be strong enough. We're really powerful, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. Really, really powerful. Oh yeah, I see Purifying Cleanse on these turns. Awesome. Who gets this one? Probably Back Sweeper Lady. Yeah, because I think that Talos will chug through the front draft here. Yeah, we're also having pretty nice draws thanks to the extra density of reforms, right? Like, we missed something here, but it's actually just okay because I have a 116 by 2 up there, so kind of whatever. Take some HP stats, nice good lifesteal hit. This should absolutely destroy, right? Oh yeah, oh geez, this is actually unfair, right? Genuinely unfair. Cool. Thanks, Fade. That's good. That's good. 50 shards. Talos. Absolute disrespect. I'll click on Remnant Pact. If you get Remnant Pact on Burnout 1 Fade, you've won. Yep. Don't need these cards. Lady of the House, Crucible Collector, Alloyed Construct. Yeah, Lady's really good. I would have taken her with the draft, but we already have our choice. We've already done it. We move on. Space is irrelevant, surprisingly, thanks to the starting space prisms. Draw power is therefore the strongest. I don't need to play my Ember either. I don't care about it that much. I'm exclusively going to play it on, what, some eventually -1 primitive molds, Purifying Cleanse, and the Curses from Fel. I think it's fine to just take draw. Being able to take draw here is a big power play as well. I'm going to go to the right. Removals are good. Magic Shop is good. Sure, why not? Umbra Banner is dead to me. Sorry, friends. Crucible Collector, Morsel Maker, not today. We remove the other two Train Stewards because they're curses. Yes. True enough. You could slot them into the floor, but I really don't want to do that. And now we're at the stage of the game where I chill. I chill. Oh, I would really love the removal dupe on this next floor, huh? You could honestly take Eternal Flame here, but thanks to the Remnant Pact, I don't care. I'm just going Firelight 2 all the way. I will buy some -1s into random things. Wicked Blaze goes to 1. That's cool. Could buy a removal into a Shade Splitter. My deck is almost at parity, which is kind of wild for this stage of the game. Eternal Stone? No, I don't care. If I reroll and they show me Holdover, what do I put it in? I mean, it's just going to be a 0-cost primitive mold, right? True. True enough. You could argue to put it into Wicked Blaze since I'm not really spending my energy on anything, and it's not bad, right? It's actually pretty good if one of the drafts dies. Yeah, alright, I guess I'll roll this. Ah, the expensive one. I will click the boons for the holdover. Fine. It is good. Into the Wicked Blaze. I'll make the something else free. Probably a primitive mold's more important. Take a +10 and a Purifying Cleanse. Yeah. Good. Cool. Move on. Alright, fun. We're strong. This is Pyrolite Master. I don't actually care about the spell shield, though, which is kind of funny. Okay, sure. I have nothing that does damage, which could be a problem, by the way, right? If I have to take an Extreme Stone or something, but we're just going to play top. Armor Shark is pretty cool as a frontliner here. Can just incant, I suppose, now that I have this. I suppose I should take this Wicklash, right? There's no reason not to. If he dies, I bring him back. It's kind of cool. Missed the Collector again. Sure. Just keep playing cards. It's fine. We reform first. Big Chonker comes in. Seraph goes in front, though. We want to charge it up. I will Shade Splitter here. Yep. Putting that morsel middle. I didn't vocalize this, but you just run the quick math. You do what? This is 10, 15 here on the front because well, 10 and then 3 rage, so it's what, 16? So 26 on the front here. It checks. It checks, and then all of them get burnout, so they all get stronger, so this guy in the middle actually just collapse here. Cool. Real strong. Real good value there. Really good value overall. Yes, so here we see the power of... We actually dropped the Wicked Blaze here. Wow, wild. Yeah, because I want Fade to come in. I need her to get the Remnant Pact, and I want to play the other draft here and heal the one in front. Sure, yeah, fair enough. Cool. We're going to get it at this point because Fade is immortal. I just play a 3 damage shield into the middle one here. Cool. We have plenty of hits. I just need to make more of these draft things and we're fine. Yeah. I can take a Shade Splitter here. Cool, why not? This dude in back collapsed, by the way. 124 with a bunch of armor and stuff. He's doing great. Thank you, Armor Shark. Like, I don't care if this man has multi-strike or whatever. It's just fine. Let's see, I need to keep the burnout going on the middle dude. Let's see, he's going to be doing 32s. So I definitely want to play the Immortal Trade middle here. Fate is free, so it's fine. I don't need to hold anything over. So just drop it all. Sure. Cool by me. Easily get it. Doesn't even look like we take damage from this perspective. Cool, we almost leaked the first dude, but we at least drew a draft, which is why having the second one there is good. Oh, Hallowed Halls. I actually don't like Hallowed Halls here. In general, you'll find that I pass on Hallowed Halls in lines that use Paraffin Enforcers because you really want the power of the rage generating, right? If you kill everything and bring it back, like, sure, that's decent, but I don't think so. It could actually just be Mortal Entrapment, genuinely, right? It's not bad as a survivability line against big enemies. You can just reform everything. I guess it doesn't super matter. I'm gonna skip. Ah, man, Hallowed Hall skipping is a really weird position to be in, but I think it is correct to skip it. Yeah, true. You could also Sacred Wicks here for an emergency, but I don't think I need emergencies. I have a holdover reform card, it's fine. Mortal Entrapment is not bad. It's not bad. He's I should click Mortal Entrapment. These drafts only have so much HP. Yeah, alright, fine. You've convinced me. Void Binding, hilarious. No, we move on. Prism Retrieval. You know, Prism Retrieval just finds me a draft, which is actually really strong. I'll click them. Sure. Prism Retrieval, the real power play. No, don't take my... You know what? Bone Dog Shade Splitter? Sure, man. Hold on to it. Make it better. It's actually one of the better ones they could have shown me. I could dupe remove. Really strong dupe remove at this point. Make yet another draft friend. I think I should. This path is too strong to skip. Let's do it. Even though they only have one upgrade, man, I haven't gone to a steel shop. I've just been seeking value, and it's been working, so... It's kind of wild, right? Just remove Shade Splitters. I don't need them. My deck is almost down to the point of parity. Let's see. Trap Shoot, Pulley Claw. Man, I just took Mortal Entrapment, so that's kind of funny. I will click on Pulley Claw, though. It's good for a lot of reasons. Yeah, it's good for a lot of reasons. It lets me invite Seraph back up to my floor. Although it may actually just be Trap Shoot. Because I have the Mortal Entrapment to compensate it. Getting him off the floor might be better. Yeah, actually, I think I will just Trap Shoot here. It's tough. I could reasonably spend the Ember. I'm not doing anything with it. Where am I going next? I could reasonably go Magic Shop with the removals next, take some -1s. Or I could actually upgrade my stupid drafts and just put in whatever they show me. You know, give one quick, give one multi-strike, give one +25. It doesn't really matter. The only upgrade they genuinely need is that first Heartstone. I'm going to take Trap Shoot. And the reason is that I'd like to not have to go and invest in too many -1s. We already have the Mortal Entrapment I'd like to invest a little into. And 2+ Mortal Entrapment with my redraw power should be enough. Okay. Make a third draft. Actually use my space. This will bring me up to 1, 2, 3 drafts plus the... What is it? The Conscription Notice Unit plus Fade on a floor, which is fine. I could also reasonably dupe this draft again, have 4 of them, go completely crazy, and then just play the Conscription Notice Unit once I hit a Space Prism. Right? Oh, that -2 into Mortal Entrapment is very good here. Solves energy immediately on that. True. There's also a Purge Stone here. I will take the -2, but I want to stay under 80 here because Crystal Cloak could be a problem. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm duping the stupid draft. Never mind. What am I talking about? Alright, we move on. Cool. Ah, whatever. Never get punished. Mark of Invasion, we take these. Hidden Assault. It's kind of whatever, right? Yo, look at this. Prism Retrieval about to pop off. Yo, Paraffin Thug, though. That's big value. I actually want Paraffin Thug in front because it earns money. Yeah, sure. You just take Remnant Pact on Fade on this turn. And then I Prism Retrieval out one of the other drafts. This is a strong turn 1, huh? Yeah, we're getting money out of our Conscription Notice Unit now. Very cool. Play a draft. Seems good. Let's see. The biggest enemy's in back here, so I want the weaker draft up front. I will heal... Well, we finally get the Collector, by the way. I'm going to heal Mr. Paraffin Thug. If we can get him over 60, which I think we do, then he clobbers the whatchamacallit, the Defender. I will take the Morsel here as well. Yeah, damage shield Morsel. Good. We have plenty of hits. I'm clobbering 5 units here. And I'm going to save the Prismal Dust for a redraw here. It's a really good turn. Endless Fade, really good. In case there was any doubt. I'm not actually losing anything, so I can just let this Wicked Blaze go for now. This is going to become more important and later in the run as a safety net, but for now it's like whatever, right? We have 21 coming in next floor. Only 11 goes through to the Thug. True. True enough. Cool. He gets the Purifying Cleanse. Big heal. Take the Shade Splitter. HP good. Yeah, he's doing 108, so he gets money here. Excellent. We save Trap Shoot for later. Cool. I think this is pretty straightforward. I'm vocalizing some points here simply because... Oh, yeah. Give my man Immortal Trade, please. Thank you. I'm just talking through some elements of this simply because I should, right? There's no reason not to do that. Immortal Trade, big value, TY. Little Fade coming in. Purifying Cleanse. Pretty confident in our floor. Don't play the Prismal Dust. I will play the Shade Splitter. Here, yeah, have some more HP, man. Cool. Really good. Really strong. Let's see. I guess I will play Fade middle. Simply so that she dies and I don't take the Ember Drain. Sure, man. Why not? Take a Shade Splitter. Seems fun. I think we win on this floor no matter what. Yeah, we're fine. Actually, super fine. I can daze the boss here. And it's absolutely free. Cool. Whatever. We did it. That's a good turn. One round the boss there. Awesome. Sweet. That's good. Crushing Demise is hard to pass in any run. It's so strong, and it gives me something really meaningful to do with my turns. So I will click it. Crushing Demise value. Bramplestone. I have enough hits that I don't really feel like I need this. In a wild twist of fate. Who would I even put it into? Think about this. I mean, would you put it in the front one? No, maybe. I guess it really depends on where you expect your overflow to happen. It's hard to skip this card, but I also feel like it's a little bit irrelevant, especially if I go with the quad draft play, which is very likely at this point, all things considered. Just go to 105 off the quad draft. I'm going to skip Umberstone. 8 hits on the floor is plenty. Yeah, we're okay. Oh, I have to take the Shade Splitter now, but it heals me, so I don't really mind. Like getting a Bone Dog. Because I hit the -2 into Mortal Entrapment, I shy away from the... Where am I? I got lost. I shy away from the Vortex. I'm going to go left because I'd like to actually upgrade my drafts at some point this millennium. Yo, multi-strike into one of them. He lives in the back. Plus 25 into one of them. He lives in the front. I'll re-roll. Endless. I'll take another plus 25 here. It's actually perfect. Big HP stats. Love to see it. Bio removal into a Shade Splitter. Good. Horde. Oh my god. Waxer Snuffer. Get in my... Ugh. Okay. Well, you can stop watching the run now if you'd like. It's over. We've won. It's funny because I'm very confident in this line. I think we super win from this position, but showing me that, it's pretty dumb. Now, I'm not going to take Petrified Heart because I do expect to use Immortal Trade and Purifying Cleanse. Just take an extra... I could put... Oh, man, I can get the multi-strike dude up to 55 life so they all have 55s. That's powerful because this is the one I want to dupe, right? Yeah, absolutely. This is going to happen now. Cool. Extremely cool. That is an incredible roll. And because I hit Waxer Snuffer there, I'm not actually inclined to take this Horde in the middle anymore. My last 15 now just come from the dupe on Ring 8. And buy some -1s, and that's the game, pretty much. What else do I even want to invest in, money-wise? What could this Merchant of Trinkets even show me that I would care about? Even combustible wax is irrelevant. I have the endless on fade. I'm gonna buy a removal then. Get rid of a shade splitter. I'm actually gonna get rid of a primitive mold. Theoretically, a shade splitter, singular, is gonna be more valuable over the course of the next few combats. I don't need this many reforms. I have a holdover one if I think I'm gonna need it that badly. Yeah, sure. Just keep clearing our deck and we're good. Go on to Fel at 90. Fel at 90 is pretty cozy, actually. I usually take her at around 100 or something like that. So this should be fine. Now the real question is, do I draw well enough to play bottom? Depends on what this Crushing Demise hits. Yeah, we play bottom. Yep. Oh, buddy, a lady in the house? A lady in the house. I mean, basically, I'm going to eat this Ultimate Penance because I need to play this draft. Let's see, if I put her in front as a face tank, she doesn't benefit as much from the rage, but we're doing 74 on this turn because of double extinguish just from the draft. So that's plus 24, so he starts at 34. We put lady in front and we clear the floor, and I think that's correct here. It's just going to be correct. Oh no, my first damage of the run, I think. It's cool. We're fine. Real shame about this drawn Remnant Pact, right? Oh, never mind. I have Wicked Blaze. Never mind. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, no primitive molds, but the game is actually just too easy. Yeah. Fun. Cool. I think playing bottom floor is super correct on this combat. I don't want to deal with all these curses here. I don't need any of these other cards. I'll take the Shade Splitter, right? Now we're doing 200 to Fel here. 270 to Fel, and I'm eating an upgraded Quill's Marksman just straight to the face. And that's just totally fine. Yeah, this is pretty out of control, all things considered. Lay this draft in front of the others because it will stack more rage. Put in the Immortal Trade now. No. Immortal Trade guarantees I take 5 next turn. Also, Shade Splitter doing work. Heal me back the 5, please. Thank you. Play the Penance, play the Fade, take the Space Prism, drop Fel here, and then take Mortal Entrapment on her, burn Prism Retrieval. Good turn. That's a pretty decent play, huh? Pump the heals into the lady. Just gonna Crushing Demise, rather, one of these other Alabaster Guardians in case I have to reform up above. We're technically positive on HP from that Shade Splitter, which is pretty cool. You love to see it. No real complexity here. Immortal Trade, wow. Mortal Entrapment fell for 6 days. I take the Immortal Trade into Lady and we win. I mean, we're pretty strong, huh? The game tricked me. I drew into that Ultimate Penance. That's funny. Whatever. I did not need the Immortal Trade. That was a misplay on my part. I'm even because I gained 5, lost 5 all over the place, but that's hilarious. We don't need Devourer of Death, Furnace Tap, or Wickless Recruitment, though all of them are interesting to me for various reasons. But we're just fine. Very straightforward run. We just kind of remove cards. I can easily take double draw here. Yeah, I certainly can. What would I need Ember for? I mean, the last... Even on Curse Fel, I was just happy to play it normally. Yeah, we'll take double draw. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. That is a powerful play. Being able to do that. I will take Pyre Health here. No reason not to. Merchant of Magic. Make things cheaper. Sure. Maybe I see another overflow on... Imagine if this 3 upgrade draft picks up melee weakness or something. Yeah, we're gonna check it. That's a nice plus 40 I'm about to put into Firelight here. Show me melee weakness, coward video game. Penitent remains? I gotta tell you, I don't think so. My draw density is actually really important. I could support this, but the truth is the only thing that gets replayed enough is Fade. Ember Stasis, I don't need that. Weathered Coldstones, I mean, I already have Bone Dog, right? We'll skip it. Sad, not what I wanted. It's okay. Buy some -1s and the random stuff. Pretty much anything I expect to play whenever. Wicklash, we'll give it a -1. A +10. Doesn't really matter. My last 15 shards come in the form of a dupe here. I don't care about the rest of these. Now you could permafrost Mortal Entrapment. Its value. You could also permafrost Remnant Pact in case I draw poorly. I pretty much play it on Fade no matter what. The only time it's bad is if I somehow lose Fade and cannot reform her. It's theoretically possible, right? I think I should buy the Permafrost, though, into something. It's either the Remnant Pact or the Mortal Entrapment. That's a tricky one, right? I think I'm going to put it in the Mortal Entrapment. I never hold this over. Being able to play this on the first turn that's available is really powerful. Yeah, okay, I will buy that. +10, I'll put it in the other Purifying Cleanse, spread out that bonus, and we sit on our money. I'm just kind of being aggressive with it because I'm really strong, and the stronger I can be, the more confident I can click this Spikes Trial without too much concern. Now this is Shade Wings with Spikes Trial. I have no backline management whatsoever other than just face tanking things. I guess Crushing Demise is something. It's tough, right? If I had seen... I'm trying to even imagine what they could have shown me, right? Fatal Melting would not have scaled hard enough. I'm going to click the Retribution here. I think it's fine. We do a lot. We're going to do a lot of damage. I need to assemble more of a floor before... Yeah, before I go all in, I need to assemble a little bit. Thug is pretty decent, but he doesn't have enough HP to eat a hit. So he's going to chill in the middle here. I'm going to draw, because I'm playing top, I'm going to draw, where is it? The Remnant Pact. Before I have to reform Fade. Pretty likely. I see 14 cards. I'm debating if I hold over Wicked Blaze for a multi-reform turn. I'm really debating on how much incoming damage we're going to have to deal with here, which is potentially a concern. I will hold it over and take the 1 damage shield here just to smooth over the earlier game. True. Space Prism. I need to play both of these Paraffin Enforcer friends. Yeah, just true statement, right? Yes. How greedy do I want to be? That's a great question. The thing is if I trap shoot something here... I actually think I want to trap shoot the Gilded Wing and just create a super floor because I will have stacked up some rage here. It's true. That is true. I'd very easily get through the 30 HP otherwise. How much am I going to do here? It's hard to estimate because Fade gives 40 to the floor, which turns these into 120s, 80. So baseline 120, 80 is 200, 280, and then another 40 is 320 on the floor. It does actually clear this, right? It super does. I could trap shoot the Collector and then try to Crushing Demise it later, but that's not going to work. We sit on it. fine. Goodbye. Okay. It could have been worse, right? It could have been worse. What is the play here now? It's an interesting question, right? What is the play? I could put a Shade Splitter in the morsel pool, right? The 12 kills Fade, and then we have 45 come in with 30. The damage shield on the middle dude takes one of the 15, so it's 30. It's really just one hit because he does 15 to the... Yeah, so it's 30 coming in from middle. Yeah. Could save 10. Does 10 save it, right? Because he gets +5 on Slay, right? If I put a Shade Splitter in front here. This is the hardest turn of the run, right here. We would have cleared this if our man didn't die. Pretty confident Wicklash goes in one of these back dudes. Can change anything, but I am pretty confident I want to scale that a little bit. You also always have the option of just crushing Demise this floor and hope for a decent outcome. It's not terrible. This is the scariest wave right here. Actually, I'm going to Crushing Demise middle almost every time. Let's open the Shade Splitter here. So if I play this thing in between, what does it save me? It saves the first 15, goes into this, kills it, right? So he goes to 20, then 20 comes in, blocked on damage shield, then 20, so he goes to 35. He lives if I play this morsel. And then kills himself on the spikes, right? Which we can stop with an Immortal Trade, yes. I will Purify and Cleanse the middle one, and I'm Crushing Demise the middle floor here. Ooh, buddy, okay. That was a scary turn. We Primitive Mold here. I play Fade, and the only thing that matters that I play is this Remnant Pact. I'm gonna put HP in the middle dude here. It sucks about this Crushing Demise. Some -1s are value, and I am seeing a Merchant of Magic, so that's good. More -1s are really what I want to buy at this point. Specifically for these Immortal Trade turns, right? I want to be able to play stuff. I'm gonna put it in the front, dude. I think it's fine. I'm gonna burn the Prison Retrieval here. Cool. We're strong. The question is just, do we make it through? Hard to say. I'm gonna play a Shade Splitter here. Damage shield, good. We like it. The heck is in the Reform pool? Oh yeah, that Magma Morsel. What if I put the Magma Morsel on the floor? Yo, he's huge. He's gonna stick around. That Morsel's doing it to him. Alright. Magma Morsel, get it. Little Fade comes in. That's a scary looking floor. Ooh, buddy. We're Wicked Blazing the 31 HP Morsel back in, who saves our draft in an unbelievable turn. What the hell? That's amazing. This draft is a king. I'm gonna... How do I drop this? Gilded Wings? I'm pretty confident we're losing our draft friend. But this Magma Morsel is getting big. I think we're gonna sit on this. Okay. Take the 5 health, thank you. It's a little low, he's dipping. Fade comes in. We do get a good Purifying Cleanse here. Excellent. We get a double cleanse here. It's okay, I'm actually just going to give him a mortal trait here, and it's fine. We're going to turn this Wicked Blaze into an app. Look at this thing. 171 HP morsel. Big value. Interestingly, I think I play this morsel bottom floor. I am shocked that he doesn't take a swing, but that's okay. I do need to play a mortal trait here. Plus 50 is big. I need to hit Mortal Entrapment on this boss before Relentless is where we're at. So, true. Burnout 1 Endless, very strong. Ah, Crushing Demise is actually the hit. Big value. Primitive Mold. He still doesn't get it. It's okay. I'm a believer. We're gonna reform him on the floor, and he becomes king. Oh, we just hit the trap shoot, so it doesn't actually matter, but... Primitive Mold. Bring back this 181 damage morsel. Sweet. He's getting the kill. I'm a believer. Alright, good job. Go team. We did it. We actually came out significantly ahead. We're very powerful right now. Extremely powerful. Votivary, oh, but Intent on Death. I was going to say, Votivary is probably my favorite Firelight unit because it gets the stats, and then if it dies, you don't care because it comes back with the stats immediately. It never enters the reform pool. But Intent on Death is actually just broken here because then Fade gets her own stats. So we click it. Okay. Engine upgrade's not bad, actually. Click that, have a few more Ember to play on random turns. Pretty decent. I will click it. Yeah. Sure. Okay, we go to the right. I need a dupe. I need the magic shop. Yep. I dupe the plus 15. Ah, resin block. Ah, Hell's Banners. Very interesting hits. None of the ones I really want, but it's fine. We already have the best relic for this run. I'm just duping the Super Paraffin Enforcer Giraffe, right? I believe that is correct, yes. He's huge. He hits 3 times. He takes me to exactly 105. Permafrost should go into Remnant Pact. These magic shop upgrades are worth more than anything else to me right now. -1 goes into Crushing Demise first. I'll take another plus 25, plus 10 rather, into Purifying Cleanse. Good card. Reroll it. Double stack. Double stack trap shoot's pretty safe, I think. More days value. Good. True. True. Take it. -1. What's the most important card here to play? In an emergency, the most important card here is... It's a tough call, honestly. Primitive Mold, maybe? I don't think it is, actually. It might just be Trap Shoot in a really bad turn. Yeah, in a really bad turn, I may need to play Trap Shoot immediately. And I might have Ember Drain or something like that, so I think we should make it free. Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. Plus 10 into the other Purifying Cleanse. Value. Cool. I could have maybe not bought the double stack and taken a removal instead, but I think we're going to be okay. I don't even care about relics here. This Horde is totally useless to me. Alright, I mean, we chill. We're going to move on. 105 out of 100 into Seraph the Patient. I'm not really afraid. I think this is super over. Which is awesome. It's what you love to hear, really. I have very high confidence in this run. If only... The only way this could have been stronger is if they had shown me a holdover. I would have put it in that Crushing Demise at this stage. But it's fine. We'll move on. Yep. Just sitting on 185 gold. It's cool. If I might create another super morsel, by the way. What an interesting turn one. Nothing of interest here. We'll play Fade. It's really interesting, actually. I kind of want to play Fade middle to bait the melee weakness. I could kill Fade, play her and immediately kill her and reform her, but I'd like to see if I could score the Burnout 1 Remnant Pact, right? True. I do think this is a combat where I will be reforming using this Wicked Blaze, because I do anticipate patient sniping some dudes, right? I will put Fade up top, I think. It's fine. Ooh, Shattered Shell is really good here. Give it the Wicklash. Doesn't need this. I'm going to put the Crushing Demise bottom and just kill a 30 damage enemy and sit on the rest of this hand, I think. Yep. It's a good turn. Yeah, this is a good turn. It may look bad because we're eating everything. We're just kind of dying here. But I kind of expected this, right? My reform density in the remainder of the deck is not exceptional. I think I will play one Seraph friend here, which cleans that up decently. I'm debating on holding over Wicked Blaze, and I really think I should. We only have 2 reform hits in the rest of the deck here, so I will hold over Wicked Blaze here and eat the rest of this turn. We do get melee weakness on him, sadly, but we'll be okay. Wicked Blaze for sure. Yep, goes into Fade here. We're not going to get the Burnout 1 Dream, but that's okay. And then I immediately Trap Shoot on our dude. Give 4 rounds of daze. I'll take the Prism Retrieval here. Pull out draft number 2. Get him in back. Cool. Next time Patient comes up, he gets slapped with this Mortal Entrapment. I do have an immediate reform available. Very good, very good. Think about Ember. I want to play 3 Ember here. Intent on Death, Paraffin Enforcer, Draft, and Wickless and Wicked Blaze. Everything else is irrelevant. True. So we Wicked Blaze. Honestly, I think I Wicked Blaze the Shattered Shell because it actually benefits from the attack stat. I use a free Primitive Mold on Fade. Right. I'm going to face tank with Shattered Shell to the best of my ability here. Good. Paraffin Enforcer friend comes in. It's fine. I know I'm rallying him. It will have to be fine. I click on Intent on Death for humongous stats. And we're good. A good stat. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I do have Wicked Blaze for Fade here with the Remnant Pact value. It's actually really good that this draft finally gets slapped here, right? Burnout goes in the one I just played. Cool. Good that he gets hit. He had a lot of melee weakness, which was a bit of a concern to me. Yeah, perfect Immortal Trade turn, by the way. Cool. I Wicked Blaze here for Shattered Shell. The 1, 2, 3 comes in. Sure, I think I will Shattered Shell here. I'm gonna put it in the middle here. Fine, value, and I will take the Mortal Entrapment so I can redraw it. And honestly, I will take the Shade Splitter here. Nothing else really to do with my Ember. Oh, I rallied him. I'm an idiot. It's fine. I am okay with that. We just did like 2,000 damage to Seraph there. I'm not worried about it. Right, Fade comes in. Engine upgrade at long last. Extend the burnout on Shattered Shell here. Thanks to Waxer Snuffer, burnout no longer really matters, so that's kind of neat. Cool, don't click anything, it's fine. Did we clear the melee weakness there? We sure did. Excellent news. Hit him with the Mortal Entrapment on this turn. That's value. Ah, we super win. Look at that, I'm doing 1,200 in the back here. Cool. Cool, well that's a run of Monster Train, the video game. Awesome. Sure, Morsel, get in there, bud. I'm a believer. Let's see, 3 rounds of days, it's plenty. We win. Go team. We take 1 hit from the Gilded Wing and then killed Seraph. Alright, send it. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Seems good. Seems like we have navigated that nonsense. And Divinity should be much easier because it doesn't apply melee weakness to my units, right? We easily have the hits. I have tons of stats. It's just a matter of getting going. Okay. I think I Fade Crushing Demise her to kill her and then daze the Divinity here. And I hold on to the Remnant Pact for a reform so I get the Burnout 1 reform here. Yo, Rail Beater is insanely good. Don't do the wrong order. Crushing Demise first, then Rail Beater, then Trap Shoot. And then we sit on these cards. I actually don't need the health, right, from the Shade Splitter, so I may as well put a Morsel into Rail Beater here. Sure. Cool. Show me a reform. Ooh, Coward Game. Tricky. Oh, they of course they do. This icon of Wicked Blaze sometimes messes me up. Remnant Pact here, and I'm pretty confident we win from this state. Yeah. Cool. And even if you miss a draft or whatever, it just super doesn't matter. It's just super cool. I will take the Intent on Death here. I will take some damage. Thanks to, damage shield. Thanks, man. It's fine. I'm not super worried about it here. Oh no. So much damage. I mean, that was like 50-something damage, but it's fine. We'll get it. We have hit the Divinity as well, so I can just pump numbers into it. And that's totally cool. Let's see, we definitely Prism Retrieval from this position, drawing into another Trello. Gets dropped in the back. Yeah, we're pushing through at this point. Sure, good stuff, good stuff. Cool. We managed to keep Rail Beater alive in a shocking turn of events, which is pretty wild to me. We still have one more draft too, which is pretty exciting. There he is. Let's see. Where does this friendo go? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I guess he can go in the back. Cleanup crew. Sure, man. Get him. Take a Shade Splitter. Maybe they have a lifesteal in here. I'll take a damage shield. Why not? Seems good to me. We're doing a lot of damage, by the way. And when I say a lot of damage, I mean we come close to killing the Divinity levels of damage. Real close. Ooh, buddy. Real close. Wow, we're like 100 damage off. Yeah, 108 damage off from the Divinity kill, huh? Oh, look, we got it. I want to save Rail Beater. Thank you. Crushing Demise the mini-boss anyway for dominance. Awesome. Well, hey, look, we won. Again, I just leaked the entire front damage shield wave. It was like a Wilt Wings and 2 damage shield on that other dude, and I was just kind of like, 50 damage, whatever, it's fine. Because this is what happens when you run this build, right? Yep, that's a pretty decent floor, I think. Get 5 health back. Thank you, Shade Splitter. Okay, alright, neat. That's Little Fade for you. The Little Fade Classic. Still took me an hour and 10 minutes because who the hell do you think you're watching on this video game? You know it's me. You know your runs are going to take ages. Nothing else really is going to be a constant here. Alright, let's hit up the run summary and talk this through. It's Fade. I don't have much to talk about. We win these. Ping. Cool. We didn't throw. Let's run summary. Alright, so I don't really have a ton of things to say about this run. You can see all of the little decisions that were made, but something like Conscription Notice or Advanced Prototype in a run like this is pretty out of control strong because Fade is notoriously weak early, and with a weak early start, it slows you down and you have to solve your line very quickly in the middle of the game once you can finally clean up your deck a bit. But in my case, Conscription Notice let me play aggro. I took the Mark of Invasion ring 1, no problem. I had early money. I upgraded a Giraffe with a Paraffin Enforcer infusion on ring 2. And I was at, what was that? I was 35 shards, I think. 25 plus the 10 for money. So 35 shards on ring 2 with Fade is very risky. But it was all this Conscription Notice unit carrying very hard. This is an incredible relic with Little Fade. And then you just kind of, I removed 2 cards on ring 3 to kind of make my Talos better and just snowballed from there. You pick up the answers that you need, right? I need a random holdover Wicked Blaze for important turns. Sometimes I'm reforming something a bunch of times. Yeah, true. You want some kind of daze maybe if it's available to you. It represents a lot of value on things like Patient or the Divinity. I mean, that was objectively correct to have Mortal Entrapment. It was really strong to take Trap Shoot here. Starting with extra space meant I could go double draw pretty comfortably. And truly, just going all in on drafts was excellent here because I was able to be comfortable with that since you always have a strong unit on ring 1, or turn 1 rather, Conscription Notice. This Conscription Notice shaped the entire run. And I think it deserves a lot of the credit for how clean this was. Obviously, Waxer Snuffer went crazy, but this wins extremely normally without Waxer Snuffer. This obviously ramps crazy strong with Waxer Snuffer. At that point, it was okay, fair enough, video game is over, but everything else made sense. There's also some cool stuff in here you don't normally see. Prism Retrieval. That's not a card I normally take, but it's always kind of fun grabbing something with this. I played it on every combat and it was good, so hell yeah. Purifying Cleanse was an incredible starter for this run. Made 2 of them with plus 20 in them, very cool. Crushing Demise kills bad enemies, good. Remnant Pact makes Little Fade go nuts because you don't even have to reform her. Even this, even this Bone Dog Shade Splitter did some work, huh? Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, we took 49 damage on, it was actually 54 damage on that wave. It was a lot, but at the same time, it's fine. I knew I would take that as soon as I saw the damage shield dudes, but you didn't see me express any concern, right? I looked at that and I said, all right, whatever. We're taking a hit. It's fine. Let's just ramp. And then we just annihilate from floor 2, the second wave and on. And we did. Didn't leak anything else. Easy pre-relentless kill. 2-turn boss rush. No worries at all. So, yeah, a very clean run altogether. Not much else to say. We played Firelight and we win Firelight. So, hell yeah. Awesome. That brings us up to 98 on the series, pretty close. 54 on the YouTube series. Yes, 54 on the YouTube series, 98 on my personal win streak. That's the way I should say this, which is awesome. That means two left, Echo Right and Prince. And that's all I've got for you today. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I do really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.